You guys, you today find me attempting to fix this bunch of yeah, here we go. So, as you can tell, we're at the rear subframe mount because mostly it had a little hole in it and it's attached to a rot, as you can see. So what I gotta try and do, I mean I will if I have to buy the whole heel board and try and change the whole thing. Most of the rest of the metal is pretty good though, it's all solid otherwise. So this is what it looked like when it's attached to the car, as you can see. Big old hole, and then the rest of it is all made of rot. This is my bad cutting. What I'm going to try and do is make a piece like this, you know, like a big old flat piece, or like a, I don't know, big old strip of metal, bend it into the right kind of shape as this, and get the hole in the right place, which is most crucial. So that attached in there, that attached in there like that. So I need to make an L kind of shape. So up there, so I can weld it up there. So I can clean the metal up. I need to cut this out inside here and then figure out. That's to the inside of the door bin pocket, I think. So yeah, we'll figure that bit out afterwards though. And then get this hole, crucially get the holes in the right place. Make an L and then weld that in, and then we'll just work around as we go. So this is one of the worst jobs, most scary jobs on the whole car. I hope they can get that right. This is all like surface rust here, so that's not too bad. That down there is absolutely obliterated, so we're going to have to work on that too. We've got, you know, we'll have to buy a new inner sill actually, because I keep forgetting to order it. Crap now. Take that seatbelt mount off, probably replace it because it looks pretty rotten. It might be alright, we'll clean it up and we'll see, but yeah, probably replace it. And we'll build that as we go. But for now, might as well cut the rest of this sill off at some point. I'm only leaving it in because I'm worried about the whole car like snapping in half because of that. So we'll come to that. We're basically tracing around it. We could make it in two parts like they did and then weld the two bits together. We probably will end up doing that, but we'll see for now. Just going to try and cut this out, fold it along the same kind of thing, and just see how bad it fits on the car, and then we'll work around it as we get to it. So as with everything I do, I like to show you where I go wrong. And I got the shape right, but the hole in the wrong area because I did it backwards. You know, the hole we can figure out after. The shape was actually pretty good. There you go, look, see, at the bottom, pretty good there. Bend needs to be a little bit higher up, but that would work perfect. Problem is I've gone a little too short. I knew it, I did actually go over and then cut it shorter like a fool. So I can either leave it like this and then obviously weld in another square at the top. Technically would make it stronger, you know, like up here. Or like, you know, like for the inside bit, which could be the easiest option. It's like weld that in there and then obviously, yeah, add an extra piece in. So, sit rep, we've cleaned up a bit of the metal, at least enough so I can see this actually inside here. It looks really rotten, and there are obviously bits that do need replacing still, but surprising actually how much of it just cleaned up, you know, like shiny. So we'll keep going as I keep cleaning, but at least I can tack something in place here, you know, like where the shiny metal is. Get this first bit right, and then, you know, just keep building as I go. And the inside bit, I think I'm going to have to cut the inside door bin out and go from there, and then I can get the shape of the whole piece in. Almost like the inner silly bit. And then the inner sill will probably cover most of this bit, the upper bit. You know, like up here. That bit I'm going to have to do from the inside, I think. But if I can build this bit right and get it in the right place, and then weld on some little captive nuts on this back end, and put some studs through, I'll be quite happy with that, as long as I get it all in the right place. That's the main key. So I'll see if I can tack that bit in for now and we'll go from there. This is where we got up to. We welded it in. I'm going to use the old one and try and gauge the hole. I'll mark it, I won't drill it yet. What I might do is once I've got it all welded in and I'm quite happy with it all and all that, I'll hold the subframe up. I'll weld the bolt on the bottom one because the bottom metal behind here is good. Captive nut on this side, I mean. Put the stud through, and then I'll mount the subframe up, mock it in place, mark the hole, pull it back off, drill the hole through, put the stud back in place so we can hopefully get it all in line. Everything's going to be tack welded for now, and we'll finish up, we'll just do a whole welding day, well, you know, neaten everything up. So what I'm going to do now is probably going to have to cut this piece out and then make a bigger piece for the top bit. So I'll do that and we'll come back to it. So there we go, that's what we managed to do. The thing that's slowing me down the most at the moment is every time I try and do any welds, which I haven't cleaned any of them up so they look like crap, it's setting fire inside the car, which is like, I'm guessing whatever crap they've piled in, like this stuff here. So I'm going to constantly do a bit of welding, blow it out, make sure it's out, over and over and over. Got to be very careful, obviously, so that is slowing me down something chronic. So for now, I'm going to clean this up in a minute, and you'll see it'll look really good probably. I've got a lot more to finish down here yet in the bottom corners, and then yeah, figure out what goes here. I know obviously once this piece is back on, the side panel piece, once I make one back here, that's kind of what it looked like. I'll look on the other side for reference, but I'm guessing you're going to have to join them here. This car wasn't. As you can see, someone's done a repair or something here in the past, and it's not even joined at all. I'm guessing that's got to be. I might have to look it up. I can only assume, obviously, it would be covered by the sill, so you wouldn't see most of it anyway, but I'm guessing that is supposed to be, as in this thing, is supposed to be welded to this. Best guess, but yeah. It's a bit bodge silly, right? So I'm going to have to try and figure that out. So, yeah, we'll come back to that. The only plus is it means I can move this in and out, engage. Obviously this panel needs to come out a bit more. I might have to replace these yet anyway because of the bitty bitty bodging that someone's done the archway here where it sticks out. If I look up here, you'll see it sticks out, very weird. So, you know, there's a possibility I might have to just at least the bottom piece of this and change that anyway, so we'll have to work out how that all goes in, but yeah, at least we've got the right kind of shape. What we're going to do is get the hole in the right area, obviously sort these bolts out, and yeah, that is strong as anything, which is really good. It looks a lot better when it's neatened up there. I mean, this I've only just touched it. It's pretty difficult under here because I'm getting blinded mostly by everything, but you know, we'll figure it out. Yeah, so basically my next job is to finish this weld up across here and up across there, all the gaps in the middle, and obviously up the top bit, and neaten it all up afterwards. And it doesn't have to look perfect, just as long as it's strong, and then get this next get this hole lined up, but again that could be done later. And then mock up this panel, so I've got the rusty cut out so I know at least kind of what shape it's going to go in. I'll have to template that and then just basically weld something in there so I've got the rough idea. But you can see once that's in there, I mean my mock-up's pretty good, so it touches perfect there, so I'm assuming you'd tack weld that together there. You know, and then obviously once you'd put the floor bit in here, you'd weld that bit in too. But that touches perfect. I'm quite impressed with my own luck there. Obviously there's going to be somewhat of a gap, or I guess there's maybe a panel goes in here. So I'm going to have to tack weld that all in and make this inside piece too. That's going to be tricky to join, especially up there, because it's not quite perfect, but I don't know, we'll make it up as we go. Yeah, quite happy with that so far. Final sit wrap of the day. Got a lot more cleaning to do, but you get a rough idea what that kind of looks like. It looks pretty good. I just need to do a hell of a lot more cleaning up. It doesn't need to be even look that neat. I don't know why I'm bothering, to be honest. Just to make sure. You can see there's a hole there in the middle I've missed. Just want to find out where I've missed more than anything else. Obviously finish it all off. I've done a little tiny hole or a little tiny marking there. That's where I think the mount goes. It's literally just blasted weld in here for the nut, and I've rocked literally the car with it, so it looks like crap, but it's strong, so that's a good sign in there. Right, the rest of that needs rust treating and whatever else in there, and I'll cut the above part out. Yeah, nice. Absolutely knackered now. So much work goes into just trying to clean up the metal and stuff. I might just blast a few more welds here and there, and I'll call it a day. And on that, I did a little bit more welding on here, which didn't turn out so great. I did notice though, which is body filler to the rescue, you can see, I mean, other than my messy garage, there's a bit of a lump, so this still needs to come in a bit more. Might be able to just beat it down with a hammer for a bit maybe, and I haven't welded the bottom in yet, so yeah, a bit of flex downwards it might help, but worst case I'll do what every other bugger does, and we'll just skim a bit of body filler. It'll be maybe like a couple of mil thicker on this back and you won't even notice, but yeah, we'll see how we go. But yeah, just thought I'd show you what I've done there. This bit's still been a nightmare, so worst case, if I have to, I'll cut it all back off and buy a whole heritage panel as I've been advised to. It'll be a lot easier to try and line up in all this nightmare city. We're also going to carry on with this big floor at some point as well, so a lot more cleaning and all that. So I'm not going to bother filming any of the cleaning. We'll just get straight to the tack and weld parts in and go from there. I need to speed this progress up a little bit really. I've got operations coming up, so I will be out of action for many months, if not longer, who knows, so I need to get some progress going, and then we'll at some point crack on with this thing, get this thing done from the floor, and yeah, a lot, right? So yeah. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.